Welcome back to my channel, guys. We are currently on a little road trip from Cork up to Galway. We're doing a little festive night away, which I can't wait for. It's currently the 2nd of December and we're going up to do the Galway Christmas markets. I just really wanted something wholesome, something cozy and something not too far from home to just get us in the Christmas spirit. So we are pulled up at a random petrol station on the road up to Galway because I made the rookie mistake of not packing any snacks for the trip. So Alex has gone in to get us some tea, hopefully. I don't know if I told him to get me a cup of tea, but I'm going to hope that he just assumes I want one. He's getting some snacks for us and I think we have about 2 hours left in the drive. So I had microneedling done on my face last week and I don't know if you can see it, but I have like loads of little dry patches on my forehead, which is normal after microneedling. I'm getting 3 sessions done with Sisu Clinic. So it's exosome microneedling and it's meant to be amazing for glow and to help with pores, and they have like different types of treatments for whatever your problem areas are. But the only thing with the microneedling is that you do get a little bit dry and like your skin feels a bit tight for a few days afterwards. So if you notice any like random scabs on my forehead, please forgive me. It's going to be worth it for my next video when it's all healed up. But yeah, they usually recommend 3 sessions 4 weeks apart and I've done my first 2 and I actually did notice a difference after my first session. I felt like the pores across here were way less visible and like my overall kind of glow looked a lot better. So I'm very excited to see the end result. I'm going to throw on a podcast for the rest of the trip just to kill time over the next 2 hours, have some snacks and then show you around the Galway Christmas markets. Because when I was doing my research, I saw that Galway was meant to have one of the nicest Christmas markets in Ireland and it's not that far away from us, so we said why not take a little trip up.
I come bearing gifts.
Yeah, you got my tea.
Yeah.
Good man. Gorge day for that.
Beautiful day.
But we literally just checked into our room and it's so cute. Look at the size of it. So we have our double bed here. We have a full-length mirror, which is the most important thing. Okay? If you don't have a full-length mirror in your hotel room, then what are we doing? And we have a couch. Oh, they gave us free socks.
Socks?
Some socks.
Oh, cool.
No way. We got some Galmont Hotel and Spa socks. That's really funny. And they gave us gin and tonic. This is really cute. Now, we also do have a balcony in our room. I think the door is down here. Let's have a look. We'll have a look. Oh my god, look at the views. Oh my goodness. This is really cute. It's really cold. This is gorge, isn't it?
Beautiful.
Look at all this bed space.
So much room for activities.
Let's see the bathroom. Oh, double sink. Stunning. We have a bath. Yay, we have a bath. Listen to this. My leather shorts. And guys, one thing I always look for in a hotel room. The girls will understand, right? We need one of these because I don't want to wash my hair tonight or tomorrow. I just washed it. And there's nothing worse, right, than checking into a hotel, having your hair done and just seeing, you know, the massive overhead shower hoses that you can't move. Like, that's just perfect. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Nice.
Yeah. It's like hot Ribena.
That's actually quite nice. Yeah, and it's warming up my hands, which is nice too. It's nice and quiet because we came early, which is ideal. We've already done a little bit of shopping. What's in there?
It's like loads of seating, food.
Lovely.
Anything.
There's a Ferris wheel. Do you want to go on that later on?
There's not
You don't want to go on
a,
it?
not a hole.
That's chicken with a house sauce. Chicken with a house sauce.
Oh, lovely. Thank you. Smash it.
Do you like it?
Good.
This is so cute. We still haven't decided what food we want from the stalls. There's so much. There's a huge mix of sweet and savoury. I think some chips would be nice. Like just honestly some plain salty chips.
Well, there's that protein back there if you want to go get that.
Yeah. We're not in the mood for something big because we have our dinner in like 2 hours, but just a little something to take the edge off, you know? Oh my god, man.
They're outstanding.
They're really good.
They're some of the best chips I've ever eaten.
They're really good.
Really
I know
crispy
it's
on the
only a
outside.
chip.
Sorry, I'm cutting your head off there. Really crispy on the outside. Soft and fluffy on the inside. And salty.
They're really salty.
Let's go find somewhere to sit.
Okay, we're back from the Christmas markets. As you can see, we've changed. We're ready for dinner. Dinner is right now, actually.
Yeah,
we really need to go down.
2 minutes ago.
But it literally started lashing rain just as we were leaving the markets, but it was perfect timing really because we got everything done that we wanted to get done. We did a little bit of shopping, we had some food, and then we ran home in the rain. What are you wearing?
What am I wearing? I'm wearing jeans and a t-shirt.
You look lovely though.
I
Actually,
just like simple stuff, to be honest.
that's a new Alfie t-shirt
It is, yeah.
that we picked up in the last launch. I think it was drop 7. I think it's called the rolled sleeve.
Yeah.
What's it
It
called?
does have a rolled sleeve, to be fair.
Yeah, it has a roll sleeve. Look at that. And it just makes the arms look amazing. I'm not an expert when it comes to the menswear with Alfleet, but these t-shirts look really good. The lighting is really bad, but you can kind of see the dress. I'm absolutely loving this colour for this time of year. It's like a maroon colour.
Winter is not my time of the year for good skin. Like,
Your skin has been better this year though.
yeah, not too bad. I usually get it bad in my neck, but my face is bloody dry.
I have moisturiser for you.
I've got some as well, yeah.
Alex has eczema or eczema, however you want to pronounce it.
It's pretty bad.
And usually in the winter months it gets worse. I get psoriasis as well, and in the winter months or when I'm stressed it gets worse. I feel like all skin conditions get worse in the winter. It's much better. Like you've had years where you've been in much more pain with it. Like
It used to be like really red and inflamed, and any heat or sweating would make me tear it apart. Like in my sleep and stuff, you'd be giving out to me.
yeah, no, he wakes me up, guys, because it's like the whole bed is shaking. I'm like, what's going on? There's an earthquake, and it's him scratching.
And I'm flat out asleep.
Easily.
I wake up and I'm bleeding. Like,
I usually just give you a punch first.
no, the bleeding's not actually from me scratching.
It's from me punching him,
Yeah,
saying,
yeah.
will you stop shaking the bed? For anyone that has eczema that's watching this, Alex has tried every single brand under the sun. And the CeraVe moisturiser, you actually got me on it now as well because it's so light. It absorbs like really nicely into the skin.
Yeah.
This is the only one because you found that like the lighter moisturisers are actually better because the creamy ones just...
They sit on the skin and it makes my, like someone with eczema again, it sits on the skin and it makes me hot and bothered, like around my neck and stuff, like especially from on my phone or laptop, I get like itchy wherever I put the cream on and I end up tearing it off. But like if you know things like that, it's like an OT, like it's like a silky film, you know, that kind of thing. So whereas this, it feels like my skin absorbs it because it needs it, and then I can put more on a later date without it being like adding to.
You're not just
silkiness,
adding layers
you know.
to the top of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you suffer with really dry skin, try CeraVe. Not this one. This is the intensive moisturising lotion. This isn't our usual one, but I'll put in a screenshot of the one that we usually use, and you might need to use it a few times, but it won't sit on top of your skin. It's like really well absorbed.
Yeah,
isn't it?
I'd agree.
Right, that's our skincare chat done, guys. We're going to head down and have some dinner. And I've just been notified that there's a Newcastle match on tonight.
No.
Honestly, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted from a romantic staycation.
No, you see,
I actually don't mind.
she's
Like, if
playing
you
the
give me a glass of
sarcasm
wine,
game here, right?
I'm not being
This
sarcastic.
one loves screaming at the games, yeah. She's like, oh, I don't know, I'm going to have to go watch a football match. I'll be sitting there just going, oh yeah, good goal, lads. Go, get in, son! Like,
I get
who's
into
the
it.
one who wants to watch the match here?
Okay, anyway, we better go down. So we are back from our little staycation. I literally just realised that we were in such a rush going down for dinner that I completely forgot to bring the camera with me. But we had a lovely dinner. We had a massage the following morning and we're home. And I'm actually about to go on a run back into the swing of things today. As you can see, we have our Christmas tree up. She's a very tall one. It's a 10-foot tree, but I absolutely love it. I know it's extremely extra, but I love it. And I'm very organised this year, which is very unlike me. I actually have I would say like 90% of my gifts bought and wrapped, and usually I'm like the week before Christmas type of person, but I did a lot of my Christmas shopping online this year and I've had no delays, thank God, with my deliveries. It's very peaceful this year. It's usually a mad rush for me at Christmas, but I'm feeling very organised and I'm proud of myself for that because I am very type B, but I'm leaning into my type A side recently and it's definitely calming my brain. So we got these new wooden floors down and I'm honestly obsessed. They're so easy to clean. Oh my God, like hoovering a whole apartment full of carpet. My shoulders used to be so pumped from hoovering and cleaning this place, whereas now it's just so easy to keep clean. I would say though, the only thing is that Pablo feels the cold, definitely. Like he only sits on the rugs or on the couch now. He will not sit on the timber floors. He's so extra. This is the tree. And Alex also risked his life to put the lights on that pole. And we have the balconies done. You can see this one's kind of lit up as well. It's feeling very cozy and festive in here. So as I mentioned, I'm about to go and do a run. As you can see, it's really dark here. I left it really late today because we were just very busy all day. It was just like one thing after another for the full day. And I'm not running in the dark. One thing about me, like where I live, there's only a certain amount of it that's lit up with street lights. The rest of it is pitch black and I'm not risking it. So today, can you believe, in all my time training, I have never ran on a treadmill. I'm 27 years old. I've been going to the gym since I'm like 18 and I've never ran on a treadmill. Like, make it make sense. So today is my first day running on a treadmill. I don't know how it's going to go. I've heard that it's really boring and I don't really deal well with boredom. So I'm going to bring my phone, I'm going to put on some Netflix or something and I'm just going to run and see how it goes. So I'm doing the advanced lift and run program at the moment and I'm coming towards the end of it. I think it's done in like 4 more weeks. It's getting really tough. I am not used to running these distances at all. Like my previous race, as you know, a few weeks back, I did a 10K like charity race and I took about a week off after that and then I realized I need another goal. I need something to work toward. And I was really enjoying the running. So I picked up this new goal now. I have an advanced training program. It's over, I think it's about 4 weeks left in this plan. I'm really pushing myself. I'm enjoying it, but I don't think I'm going to get any longer than the runs that I'm currently doing. This training program, I think the longest run on this training program is about 19 kilometers. So it's close to a half marathon. And I just never ever thought I'd even be saying that about myself. Like, I've just never been into running before, so it's all very new to me. I've been pushing myself and it's just been so good for my head, like my mental health is so much better since I started running. I really wanted to challenge myself and stick to outdoor running, but it's just not possible. Like on days like today when it's pitch black outside, I'd rather just go to the gym and do a treadmill run than like not do my run at all. So I'm giving in for today. I'm going to go to the gym and get it done, but going forward I am going to try push myself to do my outdoor runs, whether that's rain, hail or snow. I'm going to push myself to get out because I think it's character building and doing hard things makes me feel better in the long run. I've definitely noticed a difference in like how tight and sore I am over the last 2 weeks since the distances have increased. Like my hips and my lower back are feeling it. And you know what? It's all my fault because I haven't been stretching at all. I think I got away with it when I'm lifting weights and spinning. It's not as much impact on like my joints, but now the longer distances are catching up, guys. My hips are so tight. My lower back is so tight. So I've made a deal with Alex that I'm going to start stretching from this week 3 times a week in the evenings and then increase it gradually as I go, because I used to be so flexible and not have any aches or pains in my hips, and it's catching up with me. It's definitely catching up with me. This is where you'll find Pablo for all of the winter months. Like all he wants is heat. Okay, that is my first ever treadmill run done successfully. I did 7.5k. It was definitely slower than usual because I was just trying to find my feet with how fast I can go without falling over and embarrassing myself. So It was definitely a little bit slower than usual, a little bit easier, but I'm glad I got it done. I watched a Molly May vlog and I listened to a little bit of a podcast to keep me entertained, but definitely need to plan in advance for what you're going to watch if you're treadmill running. I can say already that I prefer running outdoors because it is quite monotonous, but at the same time, if it's dark and if it's not safe to run outside, then I'm never going to say no to a treadmill run anymore, which is good. I've like conquered a fear. I need to go home, get myself ready for bed, have a shower, and I need to do some stretches when I get in, guys. My hips were so tight for that whole run. I am just back from my morning walk with the dogs and I just finished a really good audiobook. My morning routine, I would say like 90% of the time is I get up and first thing I do is I get out with the dogs and I put on my audiobook. And usually I try to make it educational because I don't like going into like brain rot podcasts first thing in the morning. Unless I'm like really, really not in the mood and want something to kind of pick me up, then I listen to one of my favorite podcasts. But I'm trying to learn, I'm trying to grow my brain a little bit. So the audiobook that I just finished is called The Happiness Advantage. And I was pleasantly surprised by this book. It's all about like positive psychology and it's very much like science backed. There's a lot of studies referenced in the book, which I like. You know, it's not just someone giving their opinions, it's actually kind of backed by proof. It is much easier to fall into like negative thinking patterns around this time of year in the winter months when we're not getting as much daylight in Ireland. Like it doesn't get bright until maybe 8:30 in the morning and the sun is setting at literally 4 p.m. I am making an effort to educate myself on positive psychology and just help myself through this time of the year, and I learned a lot from that book. I would say it's kind of focused towards business owners or people in leadership roles in different businesses, but I actually think that anyone would benefit from that book. If you're interested in positive psychology, it's definitely a good one. I learned a lot about like your perspective and how you view things and how two different people can look at the exact same situation and feel completely differently based on their outlook. And I think I kind of took from it that having a glass half full is always better than having the glass half empty mindset. And there's a lot about how powerful your thoughts are and like what you tell yourself comes true in like a non-woo-woo way. It's very science-backed, but if you're into manifestation and positive thinking and like thinking things into existence, then I feel like you'd like this book. Now, speaking of books, I really want to get into reading new types of books next year and not removing like the educational books from my reading list, but having some space for books that are just fiction, fun stories to read, to take my brain out of the chaos of the real world and like get lost in something that's fiction, I suppose. So I did read 2 fiction books this year, which is 2 more than I've ever read before. It was The Housemaid. I think there's 3 different books in that like series, and I read 2 of them and I did really enjoy them, but I'm not really sure where to go next. And Victoria recommended that I start some fantasy books, and I always see girls on TikTok talking about how engrossed they get in the fantasy books, but they just look really overwhelming, like the size of these books and how many are in each sequel or series or whatever you call it. Like it just seems overwhelming and I don't know where to start. But I know Vicky has gotten me a fantasy book for Christmas, so hopefully I'll be getting that in the next few weeks and I'm going to give it a go. It seems really enjoyable. I've never heard girls saying that they hated fantasy books. It always seems to be really positive feedback. So if anyone watching has any recommendations of some really good fantasy books, maybe some shorter ones to get me started, let me know. I have a few bits that I need to pick up and then I'm going to be training legs, so I'm going to catch you at the gym for a glute focused leg workout. So it was just me and my tripod for this workout, guys. There's not going to be any crazy edits, just plain, simple and straight to the point. I started off with some cable glute kickbacks, one of my favourite glute isolation exercises. Nice and slow and controlled, and I usually do higher reps for this one, 12 to 15 reps per set and 3 sets in total. Next up, you'll see me doing one of my favourite compound movements. You're going to see me do this at least twice a week. It's the RDL, Great for working your whole posterior chain, especially your erector muscles as well. It's not just the glutes and hamstrings that are being targeted here. Again, I like to do this nice and slow and controlled, and I'm never afraid to go extra heavy on these. These are meant to be heavy. Then I moved on to my leg press. I love the setup of this leg press. I know a lot of people prefer a vertical leg press like the one that you can see on the right hand corner of the screen, but that's just far too compressive on my lower back. I find that I do get a good burn in my quads, but it's not worth it for the back pain that I get afterwards. So if you're someone that suffers with back pain, try this leg press setup. I did, I think, 10 to 12 reps just to warm up first, and then went into my working sets, which were 6 to 8 reps. Next up, we moved on to a lying leg curl. For some reason, I can only go light on this exercise. That doesn't mean that I leave them out. I still do them, but I'm quite weak on this machine. So it's a love-hate relationship. Like, compared to the weight that I can do on an RDL, it doesn't make sense how weak I am on this exercise, but that just means I need to do it more often and work harder. Main tip on this one, make sure your hips aren't lifting off the pad when you're doing it. Now, we're moving on to my favourite leg/glute exercise at the moment, and that is the step up. So you can do this in a lot of different variations. You could do it with a cable machine, you can do it with a dumbbell and a box, or like what I did here, I just stacked some plates together, or you could do it on a Smith machine. And that was all for today's leg session. Okay, we are about to make one of my favourite dinners. And we do this one together because Alex is way better at cooking steak than I am. So it's steak, some sweet potatoes. Is there avocado in it?
Yeah, it was nice.
I can't even remember, it's been like a few months since we've had this, but really, really simple. Literally 1, 2, 3, 4 ingredients, and then maybe a little bit of olive oil when you're doing your steak on the pan. So when Alex makes our steak, he does make it with real butter. Guys, Kerrygold butter, it's the best in the world. No one can convince me otherwise. Do you have any tips for us, Al?
Tips for the steaks. Keep your eye on them, to be honest, because there will be many a time you walk away and then one side's charred. What I hate about cooking meat a lot of the time is if you leave it on one side too much, it'll start to curl, right? So, so making sure that it's like even with the timings until it's cooked through. Because I like mine medium rare, and you've got yours well done. I don't like any blood on my steak, so it's not an easy ask, is it? Like to make a really nice, well done fillet steak. Usually in restaurants, like it's very hit or miss. Because sometimes they come out looking like a leather shoe, like a Birkenstock. Birkenstock and rice, yeah. He makes the best steak ever. Like if I'm really craving a steak, I could go to a 5-star restaurant, and I still prefer the way that Alex cooks it for me at home. So it's made with love. It's the difference. It is. I actually swear to God, I can taste the difference because you're very patient with it. Presentation's a lot for me. I need to make sure that I'll throw mine on the plate, but then mine's I have to make sure it's good. For the steaks, I always get them out for about 15 minutes beforehand, let them rest for a bit, salt them on both sides, and it's essential. And I don't really know why, I just learned it a good while ago, and I've been doing it ever since, and they always come out really well. So salt them first, leave them out for about 15-20 minutes, preheat the pan. Can't be cooking a steak for a cold pan. Okay. I think they say you're meant to get it to room temperature, eh? Room temp, yeah. But we don't have time for that around here, we're both really hungry, and I'm not waiting until that thing is at room temperature. Okay, we've just sliced up these sweet potatoes, and now I'm going to spray them with a little bit of olive oil, and then season them. I'm going to season them with some salt and pepper. And then a little bit of paprika as well. That's so good. Alex's presentation with everything is always much better than mine. He's a neat freak. He likes things to be in order, very aesthetic. So I'm going to leave Alex plate up this one to make it really pretty. Just give it a bit of a tilt there for you. Wait, instead. Wow. Just a little bit. Do it around the bottom. Perfect. High protein
low carb and also quite high in fat, but like healthy fats. Okay, I am about to absolutely inhale this dinner. Honestly, one of my absolute favourites. As I mentioned, whenever Alex makes me a steak, it's always a good day. But I hope you enjoyed the vlog, guys, and I will catch you in the next one.